You know who I be, they call me Snapside. I play that Call of Duty, schooling all the newbies. If you down to learn, then go and press play, cause I'm only down aiming for that first place.
Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy Mr. Slapside back with some PPSH gameplay. Had a lot of fun getting this diamond. This gun is very fun. It's one of those guns that just take a lot of aggression, a lot of aggressive gameplay, getting close to the enemy and just using that high fire rate. This high fire rate is really helpful in situations where you feel like ping isn't on your side, because the high fire rate just really makes the enemy recoil. Like, it just kicks up their gun and gives them that flinch because of all the, you know, the rapidness of the bullets just hitting them. It's gonna just throw them off when you're close, and just the mobility obviously with SMGs is just something I really enjoy. But all that being said, I'm just really here to share some tips with you guys on how to really enjoy multiplayer, how to really, you know, just rack up your score and get your streaks much faster. The number one thing that that's gonna help you in multiplayer is your perk setup. Your perk setup is going to be pretty much everything when it comes to multiplayer. When you're playing 6v6, 10v10, to rack up a lot of points, you have to use strategists, guys. You have to, man. So what I do is I use my perk 1 with flag jacket, perk 2 dispatcher, and then I use bankroll. And then that just creates strategists. So with the perk greed, I use quartermaster, and with the quartermaster, it's so helpful because, you know, I'm going to get my my special ability quicker. And I believe, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I think once you use a stim or a lethal, like a tactical and lethal, it will recharge that also. So I believe that's what it does. But that being said, just the ability to get my, my trophy systems faster, it's just going to put me in a situation where I'm just able to put trophy systems and just pretty much tank everything and control an area that much easier. So with the green perks doing that, it's just so good. And if you're just playing OBJ, just a little by the flag with the dispatcher, it's going to give you more points. And with the strategist, I believe it gives you more points for extra stuff. And with the bankroll, you just already have plus 150 points or 100 points. I don't know what it is exactly, but just using all that stuff is just going to make you get your streaks much faster. And my favorite kill streak setup is the UAV Hellstorm to the harp. And the reason for that is just because, you know, just having a UAV is just going to give you that much more momentum as a team. And you're just going to just rack up your kill, you know, rack up all those points. And then what's cool is that when I use this Hellstorm, the points that I get with this is going to go towards my my score streaks. So just getting this quad right here is going to give me my harp. See how I get out? I get my harp already. And that right there is just it's just really nice, man. I really enjoy it. So if you guys don't know the secret, say like you get a chopper gunner. If you get a chopper gunner, guys, and you die, die first and use a chopper gunner. That way you can get more points going towards your next set of streaks. I really just wish that we were able to cycle streaks at least once or at least twice. I feel like that would have been really cool. Or I wish we could cycle streaks and we could pick which streak to get next, if, you know, like in the same life. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but I'm just saying it's just nice to get multiple streaks within one life. I shouldn't have to die to get my streaks again. I understand it's like pub stomping too crazy, and it's very mean for the opposing players that are not as skilled. And I get that, but Modern Warfare 3 did it, and it was so fun, man. I just really enjoyed that with Modern Warfare 3, just the whole cycling streaks. It was so much easier to get my nukes, but yeah, man, I've been really having a lot of fun with multiplayer ever since I got this setup. And the next tip is your secondary, just use a Sigma. You need to use a Sigma because the enemy team is going to always be using pretty low streaks, counter, UAV, and then just taking down all their stuff is it's gonna make them lose momentum, and then those points go towards you, and then you're just gonna be racking up with the strategists, all green perks, and you're gonna start getting your UAV and all that stuff. You're gonna get it so quick. And you know, I just highly recommend that. I don't use the ammo box anymore because I feel like when you're playing with teammates, just tell them, hey, you know what? When you drop your box, your ammo box, please just mark it up. That way, I just know where it's at. You know, I'm not just looking for ammo. Just mark it immediately. You know, it's not gonna annoy you guys. It's not gonna annoy anyone on the map because it will disappear eventually, and usually the enemy team will blow it up or whatever. But in this gameplay, I feel like I could have got the nuke really easily. I just feel like, you know, when I was rewatching the film, I just feel like I get a little nervous. Like my 5 kills off, I just really want to secure that nuke. So it puts me in a situation where I feel like I'm playing a little too tight. And when you play tight, it's just gonna make you play really nervous, and you shouldn't feel like that. That's why I've been playing a lot of ranked, because when you play ranked, you just gotta win your 1v1 fights, and you can't be nervous in every 1v1 fight. If you're just really calm and you just kind of take your time and just not think it, overthink it, but just kind of react to the way the enemy's playing, you'll be a much better player. So those are the biggest tips I can give you guys when it comes to playing multiplayer. You know, like it's really just that perk system. If you can abuse the perk system by using all green perks, that's number one. And then make sure you guys are taking down the enemy streaks. And if you're, because most of the time your teammates won't do that. They'll just be like camo grinding, doing some BS sniping. So you got to be the one that takes down all the streaks, and you got to be the one just going crazy on the OBJ and just racking up. That's why I use UAV and Hellstorm. You know, I just feel like you need some kind of kill streak that's going to, you know, kill the enemy, so you feel like you're getting more kills. Because it kind of sucks using non-lethal. Like spy plane counter to the harp, it's cool and all, but it's just like, it's not all that, you know what I mean? So highly recommend this setup, guys. It's really working for me. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys some really, you know, crazy gameplays, just having fun. You know, obviously this is just multiplayer, but another thing is just like, you know, dive into ranked a little bit. You know, you get this SR prevention. You can lose a game and it's not going to affect your stats on the ranked. So if you're someone that really loves multiplayer, just play ranked once a day until you lose, and it'll be really nice. But let's look at this kill cam real quick. I was snapping with this PP gun. Look at this. Look at that. I love that. The stem shot hip fire. This gun has a really amazing hip fire. I just wish that it had a faster reload. If the reload was fast on this gun, it would be so crazy. But in this gameplay, I was playing a little bit of Nuketown Hardpoint, and man, dude, I almost dropped a nuke on these guys, and these guys were pretty good. Like they weren't bad. Like they knew what they were doing a little bit. So it was just one of those games where I was able to flank them out. Every time there was a hard point, I was playing the opposite of the hill, and I had the better angle all the time. So I was able to go on a really deep streak. And I just opened it up with a really good hardpoint P1, and I was able to get my streaks right away. As you can see, with these perks, as you can see, is the Quartermaster just locked in? Okay, so it is Quartermaster. When I throw a grenade, Quartermaster will recharge my stim shot and my grenades. That is just like OP, man. Like that is just ridiculous, guys. And not only that, when you're using these green perks, it also gives you fast hands, which is like, I don't know, it makes you throw tactical and lethals quicker, or just swapping. I don't think it's swapping. I think it's more just throwing the grenades. It's quicker. So I don't know what it is, guys, but just do it, please, man. Please use this perk setup. This is really dedicated to anybody out there that wants to be dominating multiplayer. I understand, man. It can get really annoying, can get really sweaty, and in those situations, just having that perk system, you know, all the people that I know that play pubs that are really good, they use this stuff. So I'm just giving you guys the secret sauce, and I just really wanted to make this for you guys because I know how it is, man. It makes you not even want to play the game when you're not getting your streaks. But then when you use this perk system, man, you just get your streaks so fast. It doesn't even matter how good they are. If you're just doing the right things, taking down their streaks, you're just, you know, blowing up trophy systems and just making plays by the OBJ. I don't know. You just rack up a lot of points. But I mean, after that being said and done, I mean, once you get the harp, it's just a different game. You're just gonna start playing for picks and all that, right? You're just gonna start just going on a streak, and you got to understand that when you start killing in their spawn or whatever, they're gonna start playing for you. When they start playing for you, guys, be ready for it. Start, you know, getting your ADS down. Start just, you know, holding iron and just let them come to you. You don't gotta push everything because they're gonna start double pushing you and all that good stuff. So more tips I can give you guys. Obviously the mini map, make sure to use it as a square. By default, the mini map is a circle. And I don't know, man, like if you just look at all the pros when they play just ranked and all that, they're all using the mini map and square. And another thing is just lowering down your ADS with the new ADS, or not ADS, lowering down your sensitivity. With your sensitivity now, you're able to, well, I don't know. I mean, on PC, I don't know how it would work in console, but you can, you know, increase or decrease your sensitivity by increments. You know, like a fraction. So like 0.1, 0.2, you could just like do it by decimals. And yeah, man, that's a big thing, man, because back then it was just like, you know, 4 or 5, but now I could do like, you know what I mean? Like 1.8 5.2 or some shit. You know, like I could make it really dialed in and honed in to what I'm trying to do. But if you're an SMG player, it doesn't hurt to up your FOV a little bit. Me personally, I use 103. I used to use 120 back in the days when I used to play like Modern Warfare 3, but in this game, I don't know what it is, but playing on a lower FOV is just so smooth. You don't get screen tears. It just works with this game really well. So I might use 120 FOV once I start playing Warzone again, but in this game, BO6, you just need to have it lower. You could actually play at 98 or whatever. Just having it lower is just gonna make it much more smoother, and I mean, it's just gonna make you a better player, honestly, man. As far as like, I changed back, I believe, to instant, and I'm using affected now. I'm not using independent anymore. I went back to affected, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like my submachine gun is much better now. So for me, I'm just using pretty much scrap settings. LA Thieves Scrap, if he has a video up right now on YouTube, and I just kind of use the settings and I kind of just adjusted my sensitivity, and yeah, man, it's been working for me. So I've been using his setup as far as like, you know, everything goes dead zone, all that stuff. I used all his stuff and just kind of adjusted it a little bit to my liking, and that's made me a much more cleaner player. You know, a lot of people feel like you got to be using high sensitivity to do amazing, you know, turn-ons and all, you know, like just snapping. But honestly, it's not about high sensitivity. It's more about game sense. See, the thing is what, you know, the difference between, let's just say like a professional and someone that's like just like a pub player or whatever, they already know the game. You know what I mean? They know where to aim, they know where to rotate, they know where to push, they understand spawns. I honestly, guys, if I could give you one of the biggest tips to becoming a much more dominant Call of Duty player, it's really just understanding spawns. If you already know where they're gonna spawn by just looking at the mini map, I'm just saying without the UAV or a harp, right? Just understanding positioning of your teammates and then understanding where they're spawning, and then you should know where to look automatically. Like right here, you see how I'm looking back here already? I feel like they're gonna flip because the majority of the team is pushed up to green. So I'm actually seeing that, obviously, because they're playing the hill here. So there's a possibility that the spawns can flip. So I'm ready for the spawn flip, and if they're not in our area, I start pushing towards the area I know they're gonna spawn, and that's just pretty much the difference. Game sense, understanding and predicting where the enemy's gonna be. You're just like anticipating everything, and that's what makes people think you're cheating. Is because how did he know? You know, how did he know I was in this area? It's just game sense, man. It's just getting a feel for the game and understanding where they're gonna be. That's really one of the biggest things I can say that's gonna make you a Call of Duty player, like better Call of Duty player, and obviously just, you know, having really great centering, really great aim. All these things, you mix it up, guys, and you just keep playing and grinding. Obviously, if you play hours a day, you will just get better over time. And you know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. Another tip as far as like for your control, I'm using just a dual shock, and just having an FPS freak on your right joystick, it helps a lot. But right here, we're getting a little toxic, guys. We're by the bed, and yeah, you know what I mean? We just had to do that. You know, it's really cheesy, but that's kind of part of the game, right, guys? But I hope you guys enjoyed, man, all these tips, and I really hope if you're new, and I just hope that you enjoyed the tips and enjoyed the gameplay. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe if you're new. Anybody that's ever been supporting me, I really appreciate y'all. We're gonna come out with a lot of content. I'm really enjoying the game. I understand a lot of people don't like the game, but I don't know, man. This game it's a good game. It's a good game. And the reason why I feel like it's a good game because it's Treyarch and it's just really true to the gunplay. And I understand. I hate it too, man. I hate I don't hate, but I just dislike how the company is operating, you know, like the whole development team and just how they're doing things, the approach and all that stuff. I feel like, yeah, I understand, you know, they're not working on the hackers, but they said, I mean, mid-season that they're gonna crack down on the hackers. I really hope so. I really don't want to go to console, man. Like I might get a PS5, guys, just because I want to play Grand Theft Auto, right? The new Grand Theft Auto, but I don't want to have to get one just to play Call of Duty on ranked, you know what I'm saying? Like it's annoying, man. It really is. And I get it, man. I get there's a skill gap, not a skill gap, but there's a hardware gap, like as far as specs from a console versus PC. And I get it, man, because you're pushing way more frames. I mean, the cap limit for just console it's what, 120 FOV at 1440. And you got guys on PC pushing 360 hertz or 360 FPS. Something like, you know what I mean? They're pushing 300 plus FPS on 1440. I feel like that alone is unfair. it is just like having two cars, same model, right, guys? Like, you know, let's say two Corvettes, and it's just like one is pushing more horsepower, man. Like, obviously that one's gonna get the freaking jump on you every time, man. Every time. Like, let's say we're drag racing, or even just racing, you know, just racing on the highway. Like, obviously the one with like the better tuning and the better, you know, better exhaust, whatever, better tires, you know, it's just gonna be a better, you know, it's just gonna be quicker. It's gonna be handled better because suspension. And that's what makes PCs crazy, man. It is so custom, and there is so many ways you can build a PC. You can build it, you know, on an intermediate level. You can build it on a very high quality level, or like just straight up, just top shelf, straight up. Like, okay, we're gonna go 460 hertz monitor. We're gonna just get the best of this and that. It's just like, it's unfair, man. I mean, I get it, man, but at the same time, like the Call of Duty pool base, like, it's not much anymore. So if you just kept only console together, you're gonna play the same guys over and over, and that's gonna get annoying too, because it's like there's no variety in who you're playing against, because there's a lot of whack ass PC players too. They just got money, right? They just got money, and they just have a PC, so they're just like, I'm gonna play PC with COD. So we have to actually have crossplay implemented, because it will give us a bigger population for COD, because COD is obviously not what it used to be. We used to get a lot of people on, you know, and that was like back in the days when it was like Xbox 360, you know, PS3 days. I can only imagine. Can you imagine if it was like crossplay back then with PS3 and like Xbox 360 back in the days? Oh man, dude, like I was able to witness and enjoy and experience both of the worlds. I came from PS3, then I went to Xbox. So, you know, I met really great friends on PS3, really great friends on Xbox 360. Until this day, some of them still play COD, and I play with them today. So it's just really, I don't know, man. It's just, to me, man, this is the game I play, but obviously I'm going to expand my horizon. I'm going to start playing new games, obviously. And, you know, I'm just going to do it just relaxing, man, because I'm getting older and all that, right? But I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, man. No nukes in this one, but I just wanted to really showcase the PPSH gun. Make sure you guys go and use it. It's a really, really good gun. Peace, yo. We had a heart. That's the only reason why you guys did bad. Without that, now the fiction, dude, you got fiber or something. You're eating bullets. Good aim though. Boy was eating Ortiz. Cause there's a fight where like I supposed to get your trade, dude. That fool just ate.
Highlight.